Yo, what is good, viewers? BBK Dragoon is here. What's up, Halo Zoners, I should more likely say. I hope you don't mind some Halo Reach. This is Sniper's Pro gameplay here on Powerhouse. I've been playing Halo Reach again. I know a lot of people are like, why? That's a story for another day. Isn't it enough that I just say that I like this game? I love this playlist. Team Snipers is one of my favorite, like, in Halo Reach, like one of my favorite things ever. And this is a really tight gameplay. The other guy on the top of the red team, I forget his name, I'll have to look in the scoreboard. He and I got paired up in a couple of matches together, and really strong player. And this is a fun gameplay, and there's one really sick snapshot that I hope you guys will enjoy, where it's one of those swingers. You look left, you look right, kabam, his head is gone. Yes, okay, so I wanted to answer some of the comments you guys sent last time when I was talking about favorite films, just because it's fun, it's cool, and I forgot to mention a couple of the ones that I really enjoy, and I don't want to let your comments go to waste. Nonetheless, take a look. Rodification was asking me about some of my favorite performances and actors, and I'm really actually going to have to think about this more. It's one of the things I really overlook. Okay, LX Thality, that's Lethality, or whatever that guy's name is. He was the dude that I was playing against all afternoon. Real nice guy, sent me some messages. But back to your question, Roddy. I really don't pay attention to the actors and the performances as much as they should. So off the top of my head, I probably couldn't give you one. I think the guy who plays T.E. Lawrence in Lawrence of Arabia, I know it's horrible that I haven't looked up the actor's name, does a phenomenal job in that film. And that's one of the films I forgot to mention last week. Is I know it's really long, but if you guys ever get the chance in Blu-ray to watch Lawrence of Arabia, absolutely worth it. That's the other thing I wanted to mention too. Do not watch DVD quality films unless you absolutely have to. If you can, really try and get yourself 1080p. DVDs are standard quality, standard def, so you're looking at 480p. Yuck. Most films need to be showcased in that higher definition for you to truly get a good feel of the cinema and a good feel of the cinematic space that's being explored. It's also just not that fun to look at crunchy pixelated images, so... Gobias6 said that his favorite movies were The Incredibles, good one. The Hobbit, yes, love The Hobbit. Into Darkness, haven't seen it. Men in Black 3, nice comedies. The Empire Strikes Back, good one. Memento, yep, also very good. Goldfinger, Back to the Future. Back to the Future is classic, dude. And Memento, yeah, I've heard really good things about Memento. I have yet to fully watch it all the way through, but I've heard it's very good and it's on my list. So, let's see, scrolling up here. My favorite musical is Fiddler on the Roof, says the guy Shadows, which is awesome. I had a friend, actually, in high school who did Fiddler on the Roof. He was the fiddler. Cody Sanders says, what about 2001: A Space Odyssey? It's a good film, but man, if you're going to go with Stanley Kubrick, you need to see Dr. Strangelove, not the James Bond film, but the comedy. 2001: Space Odyssey is like a classic, good Kubrick film. It's just so slow-paced, in my opinion. I know it's really good, and I'm not trying to bring it down, so... KCM says The Science of Sleep by Michel Gondry. Yep, I've seen a lot of Michel Gondry's work. He actually directed a Daft Punk music video or two, I think. A really interesting character. Not my full cup of tea, but we'll definitely take a look at it. The Game Pro says Inception was by far the best movie he's ever seen, with some of the Easter eggs. Very nice. And the concept of Transformers. Yeah, you know, I like summer blockbuster movies. Like, the original Transformers, dude... I just love it because I always think back to, like, it's hot outside, you get to go inside a movie theater. It's just a classically fun movie. Like, I know you could be like, yeah, it's not that intelligent of a plot. I don't care. It's fun. And Megan Fox, oh my gosh, Megan Fox. I know they found somebody even hotter in, like, the third movie, but that girl was not as fun to hang around because she was, like, unbelievably too hot and bad at acting, the Victoria's Secret model they got for the third movie. Scrolling up here, Child in Me is saying The Nightmare Before Christmas. A lot of people really like that. A lot of people like that. BBK, do you live in the UK because you say university and films over college and movies? No, I don't. I just try and say university because being on YouTube enough... Oh, by the way, that's Death for Less who asked that. I just say university because I've YouTubed long enough that people say college. What the heck are you talking about, man? Are you in high school? So I've just sort of adopted university. And tip to all you North American kids who are in college, start calling it university because people will, the adults will be like, oh, wow, he's going to university. That sounds quite proper. It sounds like it's got a better tone to it. BAM! That's the little swing shot I was talking about. if you want to go check that out. Sorry if I broke your ears there. Call it University. The adults will think of you a little bit better. Sonido Rabioso says Pulp Fiction. Yes, that's the only Tarantino film that I really like, man. Pulp Fiction's so good. Sonido also says Clockwork Orange. I haven't seen it. And Anticristo by Lars von Trier. Lars von Trier. Von Trier films, man, they are really interesting. I can't remember the title of it, but like the 5 something where he makes the same film 5 times with different constraints. That's a really crazy, interesting view. Brownie Bro 123 says To Kill a Mockingbird, my favorite black and white film. That is really good, except for the girl. I'm totally blanking out. Atticus's like daughter. She is like, her voice is like, but still, really good movie. Cloud7570, I like both of the True Grits, but I like television shows like Doctor Who and The Walking Dead instead. That is really good. Speaking of which, television shows, what do you guys think are good? Because TV, those are almost more fun than films in a way because you can get more attached to the characters. Like, when you go through an entire TV series, and especially now with Netflix, they can explore like more deep and intricate plot points like between the characters. So, case in point, one of my favorite TV shows ever is The Office, seasons 1 through 4, and season 5 has a few good ones in it. But after season 5, I thought the show just went absolutely downhill, and I couldn't enjoy it anymore. It was just too. The writing just stunk, and I felt like they just ran out of concepts. Between seasons 1 and 4, though, it's so interesting when you watch like seasons 1, and they're planting the little hints of jokes and references and narrative points that are to come, 30 episodes later in season 4. And I really like that when you're a viewer who's like, oh, I remember that joke from 13 episodes ago, and then it shows up yet again down the road. Really good writing there. Another, like, probably my favorite narrative drama TV show is Firefly. If you have not seen Firefly, it's a science fiction, almost melodrama in space. It's not really a melodrama, but it's similar to it. Don't let that ruin it for you, though. It's amazing. Nathan Fillion is in there as Captain. Just such a freaking good TV series. It's on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, please do. It might seem a little bit dated right now, but if you can sort of put yourself out of the sarcastic, normal 21st century teen or 20-year-old or however old you are watching these things, it's a really, really fun series, and I'd kill for a season 2, but I don't know. Sometimes I like it when TV shows are like, no, we're just going to end it here, guys. We're not going to ruin what we've already had. I also like Arrested Development. I haven't seen the new series, the new season, so I haven't checked it out just yet. I've heard good things about it, but I've heard it's also quite different than the original Arrested Developments. And off the top of the head, that's really all the TV shows that I can think of right now. So, you can keep letting me know some of your favorite films. I'd love to talk about it or hear about it down below. I'll have to think about the question of my favorite actors' performances, Roddy. I will give that some thought and answer that next time. And let me know some of your favorite TV shows, yo. Other than that, BBK Dragoon hopes you guys have a good week. GG. We'll talk to you later.